Welcome along to this deep dive, specially put together for you. We're focusing today on that huge Women's Champions League semifinal first leg. It's Barcelona women taking on Chelsea women over at the Estadio Johan Cruyff in Barcelona.
Yeah, it's a massive one. And your sources, well, they're spot on highlighting this as a real heavyweight clash. Here at Tipsmodo, we definitely see it that way too.
Absolutely. You've got Barcelona, basically the queens of Europe recently, right?
Yeah.
3 titles in the last 4 years.
That's it, sustained dominance. But then you have Chelsea, who are, flying high domestically and are just so hungry for this European title. It's a fascinating setup.
It really is. So based on the info you've shared, we're going to sort of break down the key angles. We'll use those insights directly and talk about what we at Tipsmodo think are the crucial things to watch in this massive game.
Okay, let's start with Barca's dominance then. Like you said, 3 Champions League titles in 4 years. That just speaks for itself, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
And their quarterfinal against Wolfsburg.
Yeah, 10-2 on aggregate. Just, wow. Send a message. And look at their home form in Europe this season. 25 goals scored, only conceded one.
That's fortress territory. And they're chasing a domestic trouble too, so they're not easing off anywhere. We're seeing a lot of interest from Tipsmodo punters in Barcelona winning outright, which isn't surprising given those stats.
True, but Chelsea, you can't discount their ambition. They're current League Cup holders. They're top of the WSL. They're used to winning.
And that comeback against Man City in the quarters, down 2-0.
Right. To win 3-0 at home, overturning that deficit, it showed incredible resilience, real character. We've definitely noted that fighting spirit over here at Tipsmodo. In fact, we're offering boosted odds on Chelsea just to qualify for the final, reflecting that potential they have.
Interesting. Okay, let's look at form then. Tipsmodo stats, corner time, Champions League recent form.
Well, Barcelona, it's flawless, isn't it? 6 games, 6 wins. WWWWW.
Hard to argue with that. Chelsea.
Also very strong. 5 wins and just the 1 loss in their last 6. So WWWWOW, still impressive.
And across all competitions. Similar picture.
Pretty much. Barca, in their last 6, have 5 wins and 1 loss. Chelsea, 4 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. So WWWWW for Barca, WLWWWD for Chelsea. Both in good shape, really.
Okay, here's the key insight we've pulled out at Tipsmodo. Barcelona's home games in the CL, they average, 4.1 goals per game. High scoring.
Exactly. But, and this is interesting, Chelsea have scored in every single European away game this season. Perfect away scoring record.
Okay, so attack versus attack potentially. Makes sense why Tipsmodo has that both teams to score in over 2.5 goals combo boost available then.
Precisely. It points towards potential goals. Now, team news, based on our Tipsmodo newsroom insights, Barcelona have a key player out, Kika Nazareth, ankle injury.
That's a blow, but defensively.
They get their first choice back 4 back, it looks like. Badel, Paredes, Leon, Brubes. They were rotated recently, so having them return is, well, it's significant.
And midfield, you still have Bonmatí and Patelis pulling the strings. We've actually got a Tipsmodo special market on either to score assist for them.
Makes sense. And up front, Hansen, Paraluelo, Pejor. 37 goal involvements between them in the Champions League alone this season. Just lethal.
Right. Okay, what about Chelsea? Absences there too.
Right. Yeah, some big ones. Lauren James is out, hamstring. Plus Sam Kerr and Sophie Engel are still missing. Those are major players.
Definitely. But Millie Bright leads the defense, the skipper.
She does. Gura Wrighton, she's getting closer, was on the bench recently. And Emily Murphy-Capteen has been playing in that number 10 role.
And Mayra Ramirez up front. She's been finding the net.
Yeah, 3 goals in her last 2 games. She's looking sharp. We at Tipsmodo have some pretty generous odds on her to score anytime, actually. Could be one to watch.
Okay, so probable lineups.
Mm-hmm.
We can guess the formations based on that info.
Yeah.
Tipsmodo player props often focus on these likely starters.
Generally, yeah. Barcelona usually stick with that 4-3-3, very fluid. Chelsea often go with a 4-2-3-1. It sets up a really interesting tactical battle, especially, in the middle of the park.
Right. Now, from our Tipsmodo perspective, something we're looking at, Chelsea's wingbacks, Bronze, Baltimore. They like to get forward, don't they?
They do. Very attacking fullbacks.
Which could lead to corners, perhaps. Worth keeping an eye on Tipsmodo's team total corners market for Chelsea, maybe.
Could be an angle, yeah. Now, we've also spotted 3 interesting little nuggets at Tipsmodo sort of trends.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
Okay. First one, Salma Paralolo. She seems to like scoring first at home for Barca. Done it in 4 of their last 6 games at the Estadio Johan Cruyff. We've got a first goal scorer boost related to that on Tipsmodo.
Interesting. Okay, number 2.
Aggie Beaver-Jones for Chelsea. Away from home, she's consistently getting shots on target. Done it in their last 4 away matches. You can find micro odds on Tipsmodo for 1+ shot on target for players like her.
Right. Consistency is key there.
And the third.
This one's quite specific.
Right.
Since 2021, Barcelona have won all 9 of their Champions League semifinal ties. Get this. By exactly 1 goal on aggregate. Always tight affairs across the 2 legs. Wow. Always by 1 goal. That's remarkable.
It is, and Tipsmodo has winning margin specials that might relate to that kind of tight outcome. Just, interesting patterns.
Definitely food for thought.
Yeah.
So, looking ahead to Saturday, it really is that classic clash, isn't it? Barcelona's established power versus Chelsea's sheer persistence. Tiki-taka, maybe against the high press.
Could be, though both teams have evolved. But yeah, fundamentally, it's a huge test for both.
And here at Tipsmodo, we frame it as you versus the book, giving you all the info, all the angles.
Absolutely. We've taken a pretty detailed look, haven't we? Based on your sources, highlighting what we at Tipsmodo think are the key things to consider for this first leg.
We have indeed. So remember, for expert betting tips, all the markets we talk about, those boosted odds and more in-depth analysis for this game and loads of others, you need to visit us. Go to www.tixmodo.co.kk.
That's the place.
Bet smart, bet local, bet Tipsmodo.